I would also like to thank the Committee on Foreign Affairs, as well as the Delegation for Relations with the Arabian Peninsula, for their continued engagement with GCC representatives and their ongoing support for relations between the two blocs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gulf region is going through a critical phase where ongoing Iranian escalation and aggression pose a direct threat to regional and international security and stability, and a serious challenge to international law and the United Nations Security Council resolutions. This is reflected in Iran's attacks on GCC member states, despite the GCC states clearly providing assurances that they would not allow any military operations from their territory to be launched against Iran. Iranian attacks have targeted civilian and economic facilities in our countries, resulting in casualties and injuries, and leaving a deep wound in the foundations of regional and international security and stability. The GCC strongly condemns this aggression against its member state. We stress that these violations, if not addressed firmly and responsibly, may have long-term consequences that could last for decades. Therefore, the international community must take a stronger and more effective role in supporting stability and reducing escalation. The United Nations Security Council must also fulfill its responsibilities in maintaining international peace and security. Many projects have been halted, affecting the vulnerable workforce, including expatriates who support their families. In addition, the closure of the Strait of Hormuz has disrupted global agriculture and affecting nearly 30% of the world fertilizer production, which could lead to serious future consequences for global markets. It has also disrupted energy supplies and trade chains, which impacts that affect the whole world. The GCC highly values the European Union's position condemning these attacks. We stress that the Strait of Hormuz must remain an open and secure international waterway, free from threats or restrictions. Any attempt to impose a new reality by force or to use it as a political and economical pressure tool is unacceptable and has been condemned at both regional and international levels, in line with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea of 1980. The GCC looks forward to holding the second GCC-EU summit under these developments, aiming to advance our relations to broader horizons. We hope the summit will deliver tangible outcomes that reflect the depth of this strategic partnership, including the launch of negotiations on Schengen visa waiver for GCC citizens, as well as progress on the free trade agreement negotiations and signing the terms of references as early as possible. These steps would have a positive impact on economic, trade and cultural exchanges. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end my intervention by stating the following facts. 1. The GCC remains a reliable and responsible partner on both regional and international stages. 2. The GCC reaffirms its commitment to strengthening regional and international stability. 3. The GCC believes that cooperation and coordination with the European Union, supported by the European Parliament, are key pillars in addressing current challenges. In conclusion, we look forward to continuing this constructive dialogue and strengthening cooperation in a way that serves our shared interest and contributes to building more stable and more prosperous future.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.